drawing my attention to the fact that this whole thing actually started around the Gonu area. Is that accurate?
No, I thought if you Gonu Chawime Aduto also takes source from Tojinu, which then takes source from the northern part of the Togo. And so, whilst that feeds it, the river Volta also feeds it through Tojinu, through Unito, Agodome, Unito, etc. To there are some creeks there, so it's a combined effect of both a river from the northern part of the Togo, and then also from the River Volta. That is the effect at Gonu and the surrounding. So that is right. I mean, it's quite a problem. Yeah.
In some of it, I was speaking to your colleague from Central Tongu, said about 30 communities have been affected in his area. Do you have a count of the number of communities that have so far been affected?
Sure. We have about 46. About 45. I'll share with you what NADMO has collected so far. The statistics I'll share with you maybe after our discussions for you to have a better appreciation of the situation in South Tongu.
46 communities.
Yes, have been affected. The number of communities have been affected. Let me just mention a few. For instance, at the estuary, we have a number of... We have Alike Kope, Amutinu, and Chach Kope. And then just about, I think yesterday, Gamenu also received fair share of this whole disaster by submerging close to about 17 communities that are close to both the river and the sea, but the combined effect of the tidal wave and also the flow from the river. That is what is happening there. Then you come to Agome. We have Taje Agome. They are almost, they counted almost about 4 or 5 houses that have already switched houses. I mean, these smart houses that have gone down, and then others are submerged there. Then when you come to Sope is still rising, and the number of communities, including some resorts, are gone, all in the water. You go to Vume. Vume now, currently, as I speak to you, we have even the entire community infested with snakes. Yesterday, there were some bites, or snake bites, including, and unfortunately, that resulted in one casualty. So the health director and co have been informed to go in there and see how they can assist. So I am currently, as I speak to you, at this assembly to discuss how we can quickly get some spraying done in many of the communities that are closer to the river, because we have some of these reptiles, trying to run to safe, areas, and so all sorts of them are coming out, and people are seeing them on daily basis. And the fund even should play stuff. They even saw alligator, So that is what the problem is. Then you come to Sulakope, of course. Kumbuni, I'm sure, has been in the news for a while. The situation is still becoming quite precarious. If you go to the main hospital itself, the main administration, they are now getting the water, because after the water had taken the surrounding, which included the substation, the mortuary, the bungalows of both the doctors and nurses, and the entire community school, the printing press, all submerged in water. And it has actually crossed the road and then entering into the maternity area, and of course increasing and getting straight to where the administration block is. And so they may probably some few days time also stop the OPD cases, because that is because they are running at a very low, very, very low staff level, and they're not taking on any complex issue cases, and then referring accident cases to other facilities. So that is what is happening. If you go to Agokbenu, to towards Osakwe. I mean, most of the houses, new developing area, all those buildings are all in water. And so it's quite serious. It's quite serious. And so basically, this is just our summary of what the situation here is like.
And I'll start from the Komboni Hospital. You said the administration is now flooding.
Yes, I mean, it's rising. The water level is rising towards it.
Okay. They were doing OPD.
Yeah,
and they've been doing OPD.
Yeah, initially, yes, they were doing OPD, like outpatient visits, and then they do very slim, at least cases that they can just discharge within a shortest time, so that they don't have too many people with them. Meanwhile, I mean, I think it's controlled. It's controlled. The number of cases, even the OPD cases that they receive, they are controlling it. So as the people come in, they ask them to go to other facilities and they take care of the slim ones. I mean, those very limited number.
Now, initially, okay, so the Komboni situation that we had initially is not getting better; it's getting worse.
It's getting worse, yeah, it's getting worse.
So the substation is still flooded.
Oh yes, I mean this. And I mean, it's so flooded, yeah. And if you have some of the pictures, I'm sure those earlier times, including the visit of the old man, I mean the former president, to the area, I'm sure you saw some pictures. Currently, if you go there, the water level is crossing the road, the main road, towards the river itself. So that is how serious it has become. That's how serious it has become. And in fact, we don't know, we don't see.
When you see the main road, is it the road to Fivie?
Yes, that is the Fivie road, yes. You know, that was why I was referring you to earlier pictures you might have seen. Earlier pictures, including the time the president came, the former president came. You realize that it was somehow midway towards the main road, okay, from the substation. But this time, it is coming and crossing almost that main road. And so you can understand what it's really at stake, you know. And at certain section of that road, the water level is so high that the road is fully covered. And so some motorbikes and co cannot really just go through. So what's happening is that they're using canoe at certain points to just cross. And so your vehicle has to be that high to be able to just wade through it.
And it is only rising. It is not going down.
It's not. No. It's rising. That's the problem.
What about Komboni Technical Vocational School?
It's gone. It's in the water. I mean, the whole enclave, as I said, the entire enclave, including the school.
Including the basic school too.
The basic school is going. I mean, yeah, it's gone. The technical school is gone. The entire Komboni down we normally refer to gone. Entire Komboni down that we always refer to. Yes, and then it takes it from there to Agopenu, Kundokpo, Agopo, Arusakwe, and all those settlements are new settlements. You see very beautiful buildings and modern houses. All of them are in water.
Wow, that's just how bad it is. I thought it was limited to Komboni.
No, it's spreading. It is spreading.
Wow,
it is spreading. It's spreading, and we have a situation seriously on our hands, and it's getting worse and worse. That is it. And with these snakes, you're also coming in the reptiles. We need to find a way quickly to deal with it. We need to get some more volunteer boots for as many people as possible in these communities to enable them to do outdoor movement in the night, because it's bad.
Are you housing the displaced people anywhere?
Currently, in fact, the initial plan, in which I must congratulate my people seriously, they've been so accommodating. We've really tasked a lot of our the communities on highlands to be able to allow people to be with them. So and then some of the churches, yes, we have some churches. For instance, when you go to our north, yes, we have a church there that is also housing some of the people, displaced people. So, by the quite number of them, we managed to get them to friends. Even in my own house at Dabala, I'm actually accommodating some sort of hospital staff there. And so we've created such places among, friends, relatives, and all that. So they are not really good, but we have statistics of everybody that's in this place. In terms of the numbers, we can always bring all of them together at any time. So that is what it is.
And then the issue of the snakes that you're talking about, you're saying not only snakes, people are even seeing alligators in town.
Yeah. I mean, that was spotted at Supi. And so I have the environmental health officers here with me who are supposed to report on this immediately, because they even were the ones who saw the alligator. So they have actually put it in their report. So this is what it is. So I came to hear it right here at the assembly. So this is, and I'm not surprised. Yes, I'm not surprised. What is happening now is quite alarming. Yeah.
Have you lost any community altogether?
Alike Kope, for instance, is gone totally, completely. Chachi Kope, virtually. Amutinu also. These are areas that are close to the estuary. And I'll say, including, for instance, the new settlement they call KOBENA New Town. It's because a new settlement. That's why you see nice, very beautiful houses, story buildings, and all that. That KOBENA New Town and Agopo New Town down, towards the Gatco farms are all submerged. And so the point is, I don't know how. It's really bad, my brother. It's really bad.
Wow. And the people in these houses, you say other people are accommodating them.
Yes, this is where we're trying to make cases for owners of these, in fact, for the entire 3 towns, that their facilities are going to be stretched. Okay, utility, for instance, the policy being implemented by ECG. ECG should stop it and stop disconnecting houses because they haven't paid bills. We should stop it. And the Ghana Water also as well. All these 2 policies they seem to be implementing in the 3 towns must be stopped. We are planning and asking that, because many are just accommodating as many people as possible that are being displaced on a daily basis. As I speak to you, the water is rising, houses are getting submerged, people are moving from their own. And we are encouraging many to just accept brothers and sisters and friends, just, temporarily, whilst we look for some places for them later, maybe through the effort of the government. And so in doing that, we need to also sort of appreciate what those landlords and owners are going to go through by not worrying them and disturbing them and stretching unnecessarily them towards settlement of bills here and there and all that. Then food, because of course these people, they've lost their livelihoods, they've been thrown out of their abodes, and so clearly we are trying our best to see how we can get some of this through the statistics of NADMO. We can get these items to them. So that is what it is. So anyone who has, we are already receiving some of the support. Yesterday we received Benjamin Kofi Kwashi Foundation donating some items to us, and we have them. And we got a few others. My cousin Stan Dogbe sent some, water, sachet water. So, I mean, our friends, and in fact, we've applied to organizations also as well. So, NADMO must be up and doing. I mean, I think much more rest on the VRA also as well to really, really, really do more, because so far they've delivered some items that are just woefully inadequate. They need to do more. We need more Wellington boots also as well, because of the way the reptiles are sort of invading the areas and Our people, they work 24/7, and they must continue to do their chores and rounds and businesses. At least they salvage a few things. So if this also comes to compound the problem, I just don't know what else will be that. So if you can get some Wellington boats distributed to as many of these communities to enable them to freely go about their limited businesses, that will also not be bad. So there are a few. I mean, there are a lot of things that we think must be done so that we have the statistics. I'll share what I have right now with me, with you, so that at least you can be able to share that. But as I speak, whatever I give you today, the numbers are still increasing. We can always update it maybe every other day or something.
And I'm wondering how helpful, because you have a naval base in your constituency, and then NADMO. How helpful have they been in trying to deal with this issue?
Well, the NADMO initially had nothing. I had to organize Wellington boats initially for even all of us to be able to go around and take stock of what is happening. And then we've been able to get them to apply for support from VRA. It was about some few days ago that VRA brought in some items, but even that, as I indicated, very, very, very small. It's inadequate to be able to take care of the numbers that they themselves, per their figure, have been recorded. And so we think that they will have to do more. Thankfully, I can see them delivering some sachet water right now as I speak to you. Well, let's see. It looks like they are bringing in some more things. The VRA seems to be bringing in some more things, handing them over as I speak. And that is something that is happening right now at the assembly to the NADMO officers that are on the field. So let's see what happens. We also are doing a lot by distributing water to a lot of communities. His Excellency, former president, was here, and he came and gave us water to be given to with the support of the MPs for the water region, to be distributed to the various communities, which we have done. And because we cannot depend any longer on the river for drink, because it's so polluted now. Many houses that have been submerged, including the mortuary and several other places, you can't vouch for that water being pure, or at least to an extent, okay for drink. So what it is that we are distributing the sachet water, and also encouraging Ghana Water Company to, as much as possible, just organize, increase their budget, get the chemicals, and continue to treat the water. Because when we visited them, they expressed their challenge to be they not having enough to get the chemicals, because the stability of the water had increased so much that they would need more chemicals to be able to treat the water. But one of the other issues was that because the power source, the submerged station, which supplied them with power, and then some of the entire southern Volta with power before the unfortunate happened, it's no longer functioning. So GIDCO is now rerouting the power through Aplau. And so by the time the transmission gets to Sugakofe or to the water treatment plant, the potency reduces to about 110 volts instead of about 410 they needed to be able to power the motors. So the low voltage is really not helping them. So I suggested to VRA that they can always bring in a standby generator, transport a standby generator to the the place to power the motors, so that at least and then help the Ghana Water Company with some resource to buy the chemicals as well, so that at least we can have proper treated water flowing through our taps, so that at least we can be having safe drinks. Because it's just unsustainable to be distributing sachet water, because for how long are we going to continue getting sachet water? So we need to get the taps running, so that at least we can encourage everybody to now depend on the taps. It should be running 24/7, so all can then depend on that, at least in this trying time.
Oh, Thank you very much. Of course, we'll be in touch.
Thank you, my dear brother. God bless you for Alice the call. So I'll give you the statistics as we have it some few days ago.
I'll be expecting it.
Yeah.
I'll be expecting it.
But then, okay, so that is it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, like you were saying, he said even today, as at I think it was yesterday, they had another community that. So the issue is not like I said is ended. There are some communities that are being flooded as we go along. We'll try and go to Pru East and have a conversation with Emmanuel Lord Kwekubuedu.